My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Umbra, Lunar Coven this time. Happy to see you. Serpentinus chosen of Entropy with Archeon and Kale. Not necessarily happy to see this subset. I want to see that Flesh Weaver. I want to see Strix and Hallow. Echo the Time Father to give us the ability to freeze cards in hand. 2 Phase Blessing can handle our frontline health. As long as I get some Conduit. 2 Mind Collapses for targeting the enemy backline. And Shade Guard, who probably won't be in this deck for long, depending. Steel Umbra as well. Magic Luna. We'll see. Ooh. Ancient Pyre Tap. When you're out of energy, cards can be played for their cost in Pyre health. I mean, having as much deployable energy as you ever need is really nice. All the Lunar Lantern Selene units get 20 damage in full moon. Silent units get 20 additional damage in new moon. Now, it's not they gain that damage. They just have that damage during that phase. If it was every new moon get another 20 damage on Shade Guard, I might go for Lunar Lantern. Monstrous versus Architect. Do always like having a Monstrous floor. Especially if you can give it multi-strike, you can manage to take that into the late game. Architect with +2 capacity to this floor, I think, maybe makes a bit more sense with Ancient Pyre Tap. Like, I try and use the Ancient Pyre Tap to extend for, what? If I only have to, spend 1 or 2 energy every deployment phase, that's totally doable. Let's take Architects. Sure, they can set up on the top floor. Ooh, stack Heck here as well. I've got enough to also Mind Collapse, and then we're taking no direct damage. Although I think I probably, don't have enough damage on the top line to take out the Fallen Champion. Wait, do I? I do. We can Shade Split once, and Mind Collapse on the top line, we're all good. Yeah, the top line's got this combat handled. I think I'm gonna go Merchant of Steel Umbra and then Merchant of Arms. And Tumbra Assault makes a lot of sense. Maybe a single copy of Starstruck as well for Day's application. Tight Knight Endless. I think I can probably get away with Shadow Eater with Tight Knight on the bottom line. Look, I'm not happy about that at all, but it'll probably be okay. It's the kind of thing I'm hoping to see every round, basically. Single shade splitter for the bottom line. Top line's already comfortably solved. And Sombra for one of you, Myclats for the other, getting back the additional energy to be able to play Starstruck, even though I can't do it for days right now. Let's go damage on the bottom line. Wow, really, really, really amps the aggression there. Yeah, Titanite against early enemies is really, really, really useful. Easy. Ooh, Perils of Production or maybe Packed Morsel even? Not super interested in MBK share. Give me a Perils of Production. I'll find my production elsewhere. I'll take Bloody Moon as well. I almost want to go to another Merchant of Steel just so I can put a Morsel Maker or a Morsel Master behind Shadow Eater. If there was just like a Merchant of Arms, like a room that just at the end of every turn gave me a morsel for every unit in the room or something like that. Oh, it'd tip the scales so far. But knowing that if I go there, the only thing I'm really looking for right now is Glutton's Maw, really changes that math. Maybe it's second Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic? Titanite Endless again as our two options. Oh! Oh! Yep. I have to make it happen. It's not gilded. Give me Morsel Make. Titanite and Endless, neither of these are necessarily what you want to be wearing, buddy. I'm looking for Multi-Strike and I'm looking for Quick. I will give you Multi-Strike. As for the large stone, I think Shadow Eater, you can just take that. Celestial Alcove. Oh, good lord. Yeah, Shadow Eater. Do you want to get some Titan skin, buddy? Titan skin will make you take far less damage on that bottom line. Yeah, you do really solve a lot of fights for a while like that. I've just got to make sure that I have damage elsewhere, as we saw in the last run. Thank you for giving me the energy immediately. Oh, that's something annoying. I'm gonna have to feed you one of them, and then the other one has to go on the bottom line so I can actually clear there. Oh, obviously I need Morsel space on the top line as well. Keep it alive with exactly 1 health remaining. I mean, I already win on that top line when we ascend there. If not, on the bottom line next turn. Yeah, just off of the fact that it literally can't do damage to my Shadow Eater. It certainly can't be capacity that I need to take here. It's got to be draw, right? Because I get more capacity when I take further levels in Architect. I mean, Shroud Mitosis is really nice for the bottom floor. Dusk Mantle in the right Relentless phase makes Shadow Eater even less killable. I think probably Shroud Mitosis so that one Morsel given to the bottom line goes a lot further. Morsel Master. It's the ideal additional unit for the top line. I've got to take Energy and Draw as my two, I imagine. I want to start with Draw. No, I want to start with Energy, actually. Because then I can save a lot of health. I also really need to go to Merchant of Magic. Because, oh my god, Holdover is one of the most important things I can get, I was about to say. Holdover and Tumbra especially. Plus 20 magic power consumed for a Witch Weave. -2 cost consume for a Bloody Moon. Let's get some Pyre health. Upgrade the Architect to give additional capacity. And then... would I run an... certainly not Astrologer. I'm not moon cycling enough. Silent Sentinel. Are you worth taking? I think the answer is no. So the top floor is 5 capacity. The Umbra takes none. Morsel Maid Morsel Master, and then, yeah, I'd need another capacity as well if I was going to run a Silent Sentinel on the same floor. You may restore health if you manage to move up a floor. I love that that works. A little bit worried previously it wouldn't. Oh no, you're going to restore the health when you move up the floor as well. Oh, that's going to make it really difficult for us. Be leaking. Oh god, I really want to be able to play the Shade Slitter on the bottom floor. I think I have to. So Shroud Mitosis actually does something. Thankfully, I can still Mind Collapse to get some value out of this floor. Hey, great. We've got enough damage on this floor. Phew. Finally. It's a lot more health than I wanted to give up, but that's okay. That happens. If I put another Morsel Master on this floor, it's only one size. I think that could work. Oh boy. You know, we actually could have, we could have bricked this line. If we had the Dusk Mantle, it is New Moon. The enemy would be doing 0 damage per attack, and I'd also be doing 0 damage back. Good lord, buddy. 1,000 damage away from me. If I can make the Entumbra Assault intrinsic, so it costs 0 and it's in my opening hand, oh, just everything opens up. I'm taking Cannibalize. I just need anything that gives me more of them. Ascend applies spell weakness. That's a good way to dislocate enemy units from the lines they're more important on. Merchant of Trinkets. I mean, duping that Entumbra Assault, duping a Cannibalize, just anything that increases the density of morsel generation in the deck is incredible for us. I think another Morsel Master is also a really good play. Merchant of Trinkets, show me what you got. Start a turn, fully heal champions? No. Restore 10 health to the lowest health friendly unit? No. And equip units gain? No. I'm looking for... Oh. Hey, Mind Jacks is kind of cool. First time each turn you target a friendly unit with a spell, non-move effects hit all the other friendly units on the floor as well. Phase Blessing is pretty good with that. Heralds of Production can be pretty good with that, especially if I give it holdover. It just hits the whole floor every turn. Shroud Mitosis. Oh boy. Way too many morsels. Yeah, I'll take that. And Mind Jacks, of course. +2 capacity on the mid floor. Then our first dupe. I do think I need another Morsel Master immediately, and it doesn't even need to have any other bonuses on it. It just needs to be a Morsel Master. A Penitent Prestone is spawned on each floor. Oh. There's a better order to do this where I take 1 less damage to my pyre. That, then Morsel Maid, then 1 Morsel Master, then Shadowy hits ball line, then another Morsel Master. Whoop. 1 Shade Splitter. Perfect. That'll already handle that. Grand. Cannibalize will hit all of the units on the floor that I have. Actually, 2. Like that. There we go. I put 2 morsels on the top line and then cannibalize both of them, which actually I can also Shade Split to get even more, and I will. Okay, so it's Antumbra Assault on the enemy backline, bottom line there. Then Shade Split, Magma Morsel, Excavator, Morsel, Vengeful Shard. Then I kill 3, and I get 3 morsels per. So now I've generated 9 morsels this turn, and each of them will be eaten 3 times by the Morsel Master. Or, sorry, by the Morsel Maid. Oh, yes. It's beautiful! And now we've got that holdover Antumbra Assault. We can't really target that many units at the same time with Shroud Mitosis. Easiest calcified ember burn of my life. I can't always rely on having a turn like that. That was like 4, 5 turns worth of growth that just happened in that single turn right there. I don't like Feast. Feast is only a way to get Shadowy did eat in the middle of the turn, which, like, if I was versing Rage Wings, it'd be much more of a concern. But because I'm not, in the final fight at least, versing Rage Wings, you're going to be silenced anyway, so the Feast doesn't really do too much for us there. It's either Invocation or nothing. I'll take an Invocation just in case it becomes more relevant later. Do I take an Eclipse Chamber where I've just got, like, a single Shade Guard? I'm definitely not getting another unit that works with it. Certainly not taking the Lunar Cycle Staff either. If I had any upgrades on Shade Guard, maybe, but a lot of the fights, I'm not even going to play it. Merchant of Steel really matters a lot still, because Morsel Maid getting quick or another multi-strike is, you know, make or break for the run. That said, Merchant of Magic with the Pyromanes next to it as well. Holdover, Intrinsic, Spell Chain. There's a lot of really, really, really good upgrades. Intrinsic for Entumbra is ridiculous there. Double stack for double the rage. Only if I end up giving this holdover, is that a good idea? Plus then magic power. Play base on one of the mind collapses. I'm gonna re-roll. I did end up getting holdover as well. For possible holdover perils of production nonsense. No need to ever care about your energy when you have a holdover perils of production. Boy. I mean, yeah, Morsel Maid would love to have melee weakness on strike because it is another multi-strike effectively, but it's another multi-strike that also takes the next upgrade space. Is there something else I can do? No, I'm not going to have a non-banner unit for Shadowy to just randomly summon or something like that. I will say dominating power on the bottom line wouldn't be that bad, just because of how long the relentless phase goes on the bottom line often. It'd give a lot of damage, but that's not really the thing holding us back at this point. I don't want to lose the slot and miss out on giving you either multi-strike, which is basically exactly the same, because the unit behind would attack for 10 damage amplified to 20, right? So, like, it's basically exactly the same as getting dominating control here, is just getting another multi-strike, but also being open to get quick instead is a lot nicer. If I do anything, it'd be dominating power on Shadow Eater. Which, like, there's no real good reason to do that. I'm skipping. That'll save the midline immediately, then Magma Morsel, and then Shroud Mitosis. There. Oh my god, the Shroud Mitosis hits one of them, and then there's new targets for it to hit, so it hits and just falls out the entire floor. Remarkable. Oh, there's the holdover barrels of production as well. So I don't have a target yet. Okay, so Rubble Morsel on this floor, then I will Perils of Production my entire midline. Hit you. Yeah. Definitely going to be draw after this. Give you more damage. Folks, I think we might be gilding this card this run. I didn't want to say anything earlier because I didn't want to sound any false alarms, but you can hear the klaxons too, can't you? I'll happily send you back up to this floor. Look, I'm not going to say this bottom line is really doing anything, but it is there. And, you know, there's value in that. I think the first time I see Cannibalize in a fight, I should just freeze it with Echo with the Time Father and hold it for the right turn to be able to hit a huge line. What the hell? Oh, the amount of spikes on Gale. Interesting. Yep. You lose everyone else, but you also shirk Kale. Oh, Furnace Tap. I mean, I don't care about Ember Drain, so Furnace Tap is probably one of the strongest cards I get. Gotta be draw, as we mentioned earlier. I need upgrades from Merchant of Magic, but I need an upgrade from Merchant of Steel as well, and that dupe. Ooh, that dupe changes the rankings a little. There we go. Quick, N plus 10, goes on Morsel Maid. Architect gives additional capacity that's not really relevant, but it is a larger body, which is nice. Damage shield 3, happily on a Morsel Master. Conduit 5, almost entirely irrelevant. Maybe actually irrelevant? No, Face Blessing having more of an impact on that floor is kind of nice. Keep that to another Morsel Master. Oh, that's an interesting question. Can I put a third Morsel Master on that second floor now? So Morsel Maid, Morsel Master, Morsel Master, Morsel Master, and then our leader. So that's 5 units. If I play one Morsel, it dupes itself, but then I don't think it can dupe itself again because it hits unit capacity before they even get eaten. I don't think it eats as they're being added, so I don't think another Morsel Master helps. If anyone knows more specificity about that, feel free to let me know, but I'm gonna treat it as it doesn't And I'm gonna take another copy of Cannibalize for supporting that floor. You got 4 units to throw on this line, and I'm also eating 6 on the bottom line. Pretty good way to start, I think. I'm going to start with Echo of the Time Father here for what will, I hope, quite quickly become reasonably obvious reasons. Oh no, I can't collect you like that. Okay, I'm going to cannibalize this so that I get all of these units. I only need 1 of you eaten on the bottom line. Should probably be the weeniest chump of you. And then get another weenie chump up here that I can then hit with an Entumbra Assault and eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally, this Starstruck. Look, I'll just keep it in hand. Bonus tap targets my own units. It will be affected by Abyssal Prism, which means I can give multi-strike to the entire midline. Granted, not everyone there really cares about it, but I can give it to them anyway. Steward there, and Entumbra Assault gives us just a couple more, which is really handy because I'm about to empty out my hand of as many cards as I can so that I can cannibalize 3 units on the top line and get 9 morsels. Damage for the bottom line makes the most sense, so that the relentless phase is worthwhile, and then everyone else just gets eaten. God, if only I had Wretch in this deck. Return all eaten units to hand. Ooh, I don't have a viable target for Entumbra Assault. Oh, no, I do! Oh, this is so cool. Okay, let's escalate the Enthralled Arden. Now it's on a floor where I have Conduit, and it's got spell weakness, so I can take you out. I guess give health to this entire floor with the Phase Blessing. Remove all that spell shield, but then strike, strike. Hit. I think I have to drop the Furnace Tap, but thankfully I know one of my next cards is the Barrels of Production, so I can just deal with the outcome of this. Actually... Starstruck to Antumbra. Shade Split to the top line, cannibalize that, and then that's as many units as I can afford to eat this turn. Really just want to have Peril. Single explosion for the bottom line is already enough to get rid of all purified souls. And the rest of this you just deal with. Only just realized I played the wrong card at the start, so I was just costing myself additional health there. There we are. Rubble Morsel, then... oh no, I can't do it like that. I was gonna Shroud Mitosis here, and then Antumbra Assault to collect a bunch of morsels from all of them, but not only is it not necessary in any way, shape, and form, it also doesn't work like that. The Shroud Mitosis would already take the Abyssal Prism trigger. Grovel over Gem Trove, because if I trigger Grovel, it will trigger the Abyssal Prism, so I get a damage shield on everyone, already what the Gem Trove does, but I get 2 uncommon or rare morsel units per unit. Much more important. Merchant of Steel. I don't think that matters anymore. I think we are far beyond Merchants of Steel. Lights and Scourge cost 0 is pretty nice. Merchant of Arms with Glutton's Maw, enabling friendly units to chomp. Unfortunately, the real problem in Seraphitona's Chosen of Entropy is not that I need to chomp before the end of the battle. It's that when I need to, I can't chomp. The silence lines in Seraphitona's Chosen of Entropy are going to be the really annoying ones for us, and they will also silence my ability to chomp, so giving that equipment to Shadow Eater doesn't really help him. Not as much as I want it to. So, like, I could take weapons cache, I could make it deployable, I could then just buy every weapon that I want and just put them all on people. But the Glutton's Maw doesn't really have a benefit, given that it'll never be able to target the right units when the Morsel Master needs it. I don't think it's relevant. Stasis Crystal. Give units stasis. Yeah, I mean, like, I could put a Morsel Master in that. It wouldn't really matter either way. Swift Steel Dagger. Also, no, not really. Gotta reroll the Merchant Trinket. Friendly units gain stealth 1 on summon on slay. Plus 3 damage with a stack of stealth. No. Empyrean Well. Just give me another Furnace Stab, honestly. I just need to play the cards in the right order. Which, playing the cards in the right order also means removing a lot of these cards that never want to really be played. I mean, the other Morsel Master should be in front, but it won't really matter, but just in case it does, I will fix it. I'm positively giddy to gild this character. Oh, never mind. I have Grovel in hand. I've got good targets for things. Then if I grovel this floor, I get 4 damage shield and I get 8 morsels. Perfect. And then if I eat that steward, I also have enough energy to cannibalize once. All these Morsel excavators are going to go midline in just a second, as soon as I get my headphones back on my head. They fled. They leapt. There we are. Suppose I should probably get 1 explosion on the bottom line as well, just so I can take out all of the shattered souls. Your turn. Escalate the Deafening Herald, who I'll then kill immediately. Savage Shackles gets out of hand. Then Entumbra. Play both Shade Splitters. And cannibalize the top floor, getting 9 more units. Oh, cannibalize with the Abyssal Prism does ridiculous work. This is how you get enough morsels for Morsel Maid. You don't just have to have Wretch, as it turns out. Although that certainly helps. The amount of damage shield I just get from playing a Morsel Jeweler. Got him. Though I don't really have a good target for this Entumbra Assault at all. I mean, yeah, I'll get the Perils Reduction soon enough. Yeah, I'll do it. Frankly, I can even do it again. Back to a decent quality copy. Single Antumbra Assault not being able to finish it itself just... Oh, that Titan skin makes that a lot harder as well. Thankfully, this is all kind of moot next turn. Beautiful. I think that'll do. 475 by 4. Oh, it only says by 2 on the... in the deck preview. But I promise you, it has 4 multi-strike. Yeah, realistically, that bottom line's just not doing much. It's doing a sweep every so often. To be fair, though, I did hard pull away from actually supporting it as soon as I got the Morsel Maid. So who knows what it can actually do if I let it try. Interesting. Shade Splitter... I definitely need to eat as many morsels as I can this turn. Otherwise, the midline doesn't even survive. Oh dear. Okay, There's a lot of heat in this hand. I want to get as many morsels eaten this turn as I can. Like, I feel like I should go for the energy from Perils of Production, but I also feel like getting the multi-strike from everything from Perils of Production is probably a lot better than just normal 3 energy. And I think that one will do it. I'm also going to move... Oh, no. I shouldn't have moved that Chosen Supplicant up. As it turns out, I have no way to damage it because it doesn't go to the front of its party. Alright, so that was... Everyone get multi-strike. You get the damage. Then... Entumbra takes out one of you. You get cannibalized. Excavator gets cannibalized. Play Highlight, then everything else goes midline. Sorted. Now that everyone has multi-strike, it's really going to make a much more drastic impact when I give everyone 3 rage every turn. Got more than enough damage to push through both of the zealots in front of the assassin. Oh, if I play Morsel Jeweler on this floor, then I have a target to Entumbra Assault, but then the Morsel Jeweler dies, so I have no one to end Entumbra Assault. I'm gonna go Morsel Jeweler, Shroud Mitosis bottom line, just to give you a good time. You've had some rough rounds, buddy. Which weave sets up for Entumbra Assault. Lovely. So we're gonna play Highlight, then this Mind Collapse, remove the target. Then I can grovel this entire floor, getting 8 morsels. With all that, I can then... Barrels of Production. Yeah. I think he's getting pretty big. Can I have my other Furnace Tap, please? Stop putting all these Scourges in my deck and give me a Furnace Tap, damn you! You know, probably have a viable target for Entumbra Assault next turn. And I do. Furnace Tap. Multi-strike for everyone. We will be losing our bottom line here. I am also killing savagery and most of entropy. Which will mean savagery, entropy, savagery and dominion are already dead, and entropy, ideally, dies in the end of this round. Beautiful. I definitely took a lot of additional damage in this last fight, but we got to complete it in style with the Morsel Maid, who is 700 damage by 4 and strikes quick. I can't believe I finally got the run. The run! Of course, the last time I legitimately got to try and run Morsel Maid was before the patch that doubled your Gorge. So you would have been getting half as much from your Gorge statistics prior to this. And I don't even know if that would have been enough to get us through the run. Here, though, this is GG. What a way to start a new streak. Gilding, one of the ones that's dodged my gilding the longest. Hell yeah. Hell, we even got a new personal record for units summoned. Oh, with Morsel Maid? Oh, that's perfect. Also, new personal record for cardless applied, because of course, those are going to come along with one another. Let's jump back to the outpost. We have just three remaining cards to gild. Let's try and keep them in mind. Which are they? We've got the 9-Life Nightmare from Lazarus League. I would absolutely love to see you because building around Reanimate 8 sounds incredible to me. Vine Mother, I haven't gone to see you since you were updated. End of turn, Sting Spells in deck gain +4 magic power, and yours is now an ability, Vine Wrath, rather than on resolve add a Sting Spell to hand. And of course, Bounty Stalker from Melting Remnant. I'm gonna have to be lucky enough to randomize one of those clans in the next episode. But until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist from my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously spawned the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays out above the thank tier. And a special thanks to this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.